Kurunji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurunji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurunjischoolnkl.com.
Good morning students. In this session, we are going to discuss some important terms in chemical bonding, that is the limitations of octet rule. Actually, one unstability element converted as a stable element, it can arrange 8 electrons in the valence shell. That is a stable molecule. Previously you have discussed this point. So octet rule is the stable configuration of the any element. If you get octet rule means that molecule is a stable. Because of this information you will discuss with the help of the noble gases. You know, every noble gases having 8 electrons in the valence shell. So these noble gases are not reacted with another because of it's a stable. So here ultimately 8 valence electrons present in the valence shell, that atoms are very stable, that elements are very stable. So but some limitations also there in the octet rule. Some limitations also there in octet rule. Now the first one, what are the limitations? First, limitations of the octet rule. First one is the octet rule through useful, it is not universal. It is a useful because of to understanding of the structures, to understanding of the stability in the reaction mechanism, it is useful, but it is not a universal. This is not a finalized. So octet rule is can be understanding structure of the organic compound or inorganic compound, but it is not a final. It is not a decided the complete stability of the molecule. So important point Thambi. So exceptional cases are there, but up to 11th, up to 10th standard you are discussing if any one of the molecule having 8 electrons in the valence shell, that is a stable molecule. But some exceptional cases are there, some limitations are there. So octet rule is very useful to understanding the stability of the molecule, but it's not a universal. That is the most important, but it's not a universal. So now see here, the octet rule through useful, it is not a universal. Now the second point, it is quite useful for understanding structure of the most of the organic compounds. Especially it is quite useful for understanding of the structure of the most of the organic compound. So all organic compound structure with satisfy with octet rule. That's why octet rule is very useful, especially to understanding of the organic compound. To understanding of the organic compound. That's why I mentioned here it is quite useful for understanding structures of most of the organic compound, and it applies mainly to the second period element of the periodic table. The second period elements of the periodic table. Keep it in your mind, my dear students. Actually, octet rule completely satisfied with second-day period elements. Second-day period element. You know, second-day period elements: lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. These are all elements are completely to follow the octet rule and also satisfied. That's why, my dear students, octet rule is very useful to understanding the structure of the organic compounds, and also applied mainly to the second period element in the periodic table. For example, any one of the second period elements present in the molecule, so it is definitely to show the octet rule and to satisfy with the octet rule. So that's why this is second point is a very important. It is quite useful for understanding the structure of the most of the organic compound, and the applies mainly to the second period element of the periodic table, second period element of the periodic table, especially lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen and oxygen and fluorine. Okay ma? So this is a second important point. Once again I repeated this point. Octet rule is very useful to understanding the structure of the organic compounds. Second one is especially second period elements in periodic table like lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. These elements is also very helpful to satisfy with the octet rule in a molecule. If secondary period elements are present in any molecule, that secondary period elements all of them has a compulsory satisfy with 8 electron. That's why that molecule is considered as a stable molecule. But it's not a universal. Octet rule is not a universal, but it is understanding to the stability of the some special molecule, especially second period elements molecules, second period element molecules. It's clear, my dear students? Now there are 3 type of exceptional to the octet rule. Actually octet rule is nothing but stability. You expressed the stability of the molecule, but here 3 exceptional cases are there. One molecule 8 electrons irikana this stability, but some exceptional cases also there. Now we are going to discuss the exceptional cases of the octet rule. First one is the incompleted octet of the central atom. So some of the molecule, the central atom incompleted with 8 electron, but they are stable. Is the exceptional cases. They are stable. Actually central atom satisfy with 8 electrons na, that is a stable, but some special compounds are there. Those compounds are the central atom is not completed with 8 electron, but it is a stable molecule. This is the one of the exceptional cases in the octet limitation. Octet limitation. Now see here, in some compounds the number of electrons surrounding the central atom is less than 8 electrons. This is especially the cases with element having less than 4 valence electron. This is the most important key point. So some of the molecule central atom it is not satisfied with 8 electrons. So it is not satisfied with 8 electron, but that molecule is satisfied. That molecule is stable. But what kind of the element showing this kind of the behavior na? See, less than 4 valence electrons atom, less than 4 valence electron atoms, those elements are octet rule. Central atom octet rule is incompleted. So keep it in your mind, my dear students. Which, for example, any one of the atom less than 4 valence electron, it is not satisfied with octet rule in the central atom of the molecule. So that is the most important key point ma. So keep it in your mind. Now once again I repeated the same point. What is the exceptional cases here? In the incompleted octet of the central atom. The incompleted octet of the central atom. So here see, in some compound the number of the electron surrounding the central atom is less than 8. So this is especially the case with element having less than 4 valence electron. Which element having less than 4 valence electron? That is generally incompleted central atom with octet rule. So incompleted central atom of octet rule. That is the most important. So now for example, lithium chloride. So chlorine has 7 valence electron, lithium 1s2 2s1. One electron bonded with chlorine, one unpaired electron. So hence a central atom the lithium. Central atom is not satisfied with the octet rule, but lithium chloride is a stable compound. This is exceptional cases. So next second one is beryllium hydride. So beryllium atomic number 4, 1s2 2s2. It valence 2 electrons are there. So hence two hydrogens approaching to the beryllium. This is 1 electron, this is 1 electron, 2 electron, this side 1 electron, 1 more electron, 2 electron. So only 4 electrons are surrounding of the central atom. So 4 electrons means it is also not followed the octet rule. So this is another example, BeH2. Next, third example is BCl3, boron trichloride. Here also see now here in the central atom only 6 electrons are there. There is no 8 electron. Even BF3 is also central atom 6 electrons are there. So this is the one of the best exceptional cases in the octet rule and limitations of the octet rule. So less than 4 valence electrons of the any atom should not satisfy with 8 octet rule, but it is a stable. This is one of the exceptional cases. What is the reason? But this is considered as exceptional cases. So in a further studies, higher studies, why this molecule are stable, we'll discuss in the higher studies. But now here, if valency electron less than 4 is there, that molecule, that element molecule, that atom molecule are not satisfied with 8 electron, but that molecule are stable. The best examples are lithium chloride, beryllium hydride, boron trichloride, boron beryllium dichloride, boron trifluoride. These are all of the incompleted octet rules of the central atom. Incompleted octet rules of the central atom. Okay, ma? Now, second one. This is the incompleted octet rule of second atom. Next, the second one is the expanded octet rule. Expanded octet rule na, ipo central atom less than 8 electron na, it's also stable some molecule, especially valence electrons 4, less than 4. But expanded octet rule, some of the molecules central atom show more than 8 valence, more than 8 electrons, expanded octet rule, but it is also stable. So this is one of the exceptional cases. So see now carefully the expanded octet rule. Now see here, elements of the third and higher period. Listen carefully. Elements of the third period and higher period form molecules where the atoms have more than 8 electrons. So which kind of the element can show expanded octet rule na? Third period of the elements, you know that third period of the elements, and more than higher elements. For example, third period of the elements mean sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon. These elements are generally show expanded octet rule because of the central atom more than 8 electrons are there. See, Nana, reasons are not explained right now here. It's the exceptional cases. The exceptional cases consider only exceptional. So reasons you will study in the further classes, higher study. There are a lot of the theorems are there regarding to why less than 8 electrons of the molecule how to stable, and more than expanded octet rule how to stable. This is information you will discuss in the higher studies along with some special theories. But now in this class only for exceptional cases. What are the examples are there in the exceptional cases of the limitations of octet rules? That information only discussed in this session. So now see here, once again I repeated, expanded octet rule, the elements of the third and higher periods form molecules where the atoms have more than 8 electrons. The second period element do not form such stable molecule. The second period element do not form such kind of the molecules. And another definition, see here, atoms of the second period elements cannot have more than 8 valence electrons around the central atom. Keep it in your mind. Second period element does not have more than 8 electrons in the central atom, but only third period of the elements or more than third period of the element, they have expanded octet rule. They have followed the expanded octet rule. It is nothing but more than 8 electrons are there. That's why now once again I repeated this statement. Atoms of the second period element cannot have more than 8 valence electron around the central atom, but atom of the element in and beyond the third period of the periodic table form some compound in which more than 8 electrons surrounded the central atom. So some special element from the third period or above the third period, they have showing expanded octet rule in around the central atom, but they have also stable. So now see here example, in addition to the 3s and 3p orbital element, in the third period also have 3d orbital that can be used in the bonding. Now expanded octet rules molecule, the central atom expanded octet rule molecule PF5, phosphorus pentafluoride and sulfur hexafluoride sulfuric acid. These are the best examples of the, even sulfuric acid is also central atom. Central atom is a sulfur. More than 8 electrons are present here. But especially right now see here PF5. This is phosphorus pentafluoride and SF6. So here PF5, how phosphorus act as a central atom? Because of, you know that very well, which element has lower electronegativity in a molecule, which element has lower electronegativity in a molecule, that element act as a central atom. That element act as a central atom. Now PF5 na fluorine is a higher electronegative element. Out of the all element, fluorine is a higher electronegative element. Phosphorus least electronegative element. So that's why in PF5 molecule, phosphorus act as a central metal atom. Central atom. Phosphorus act as a central atom and fluorines are surrounded by the central atom like phosphorus. Now you know that very well. What is the atomic number of the fluorine? Fluorine atomic number is a 9. So electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p5. 2s2, 2p5. Here 2s2, 2p5 na 7 valence electrons are there. So now see every fluorine atom has 7 valence electron. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 electron. So 7 valence electron. In the 7 valence electron, phosphorus also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 valence electrons are there. Each and every 5 valence electron bonded with 5 fluorines. Now see here, this is a 1 fluorine electron, this is a phosphorus electron, one single bond is formed. Now this fluorine is satisfied with 8 electron. Counted it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 electrons are satisfied. So this is also 8 electrons are satisfied. This fluorine is also 8 electrons are satisfied. This fluorine is also 8 electrons are satisfied. This fluorine is also 8 electrons are satisfied. But all fluorines in PF5 satisfy with octet rule. But the central atom, it's not satisfied. It has expanded octet rule. It has expanded octet rule. Now counted the electron 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 electrons are there. 10 electrons surrounding the phosphorus atom. So that's why it's a stable molecule, but it's expanded octet rule. That is the most important. Sometimes in board level or even in competitive entrance point of view, they are asking, give me some examples of expanded octet rule molecule, and similarly give me some examples of deficiency of the octet rules of the central metal atom, central atom. So that's why, my dear student, most of the molecules are satisfied with octet rule. So especially second period element. If the second period element to form any molecule, they are completely satisfied with octet rule. But less than 4 valence electrons of the element, less than 4 valence electrons of the element, definitely they are suffering to deficiency of the 8 electron. And some special molecule, for example PF5, SF6, this kind of the molecule has central atom more than 8 electrons are there. So that's why this molecule is considered as a expanded octet rules of the molecule. The expanded octet rules of the molecule. Now in the PF5, in the central atom, not metal atom, central atom, 10 electrons are surrounded the phosphorus atom. So this is the expanded octet rule, okay ma? Now SF6. Here why expanded octet rule na? They are bonding. Some theories are explained how even 10 electrons is also present in the central atom, how they are stable. This is all information you will study in the higher level classes. Next one, SF6. SF6 na sulfur 6 valence electrons are there. Listen carefully, 6 valence electron. The 6 valence electrons of the sulfur bonded with the 6 fluorine atom. Each and every fluorine one unpaired electron bonded with one sulfur unpaired electron. Hence, every fluorine is satisfied with 8 electron. Every fluorine out of the 6 fluorine, every fluorine is satisfied with 8 electron. But the central atom of sulfur, it's not having 8 electron, it has more than 8 electrons. So now counted here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 twos are 12 electrons. So surrounding the sulfur, around the sulfur atom, there are 12 electrons are there. 12 electrons means it's nothing but expanded octet rule. It's nothing but expanded octet rule. So this is also stable because of the arrangement of the octahedral arrangement. Octahedral arrangement, it's a bond angle it changes. That's why SF6 molecules are stable depending on structure. So that's why PF5, SF6, these two molecules are expanded octet rules molecule. Expanded octet rule molecule. This is the second exceptional cases. The first exceptional cases, incompleted octet of the central atom. Second exceptional cases is the expanded octet rule. Now third one is the odd electron molecules. Very, very important. Some molecule, it's not follow the strictly octet rule, it's not follow the expanded octet rule, but it has odd number of the electron. The odd number of the electrons of the molecule can be also be stable. So how the odd number of the electron stable? Because of the odd number of the electron means it's a base number 1, 3, 5, 7 like that. But it is also stable. So this is one of the exceptional cases in the limitation of the octet rule. So Thambi, very, very important. 3 different type of the exceptional cases are there whenever you will study the limitations of the octet rule. Number 1, incompleted octet rule of the central atom, expanded octet rule, and third one is the odd electron molecules. Now see here, in a molecule with an odd number of the electrons like nitric oxide, NO, nitrogen monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, octet rule is not satisfied for the all atoms. Now see NO molecule, this is a central atom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now here odd number of electron. Mela 2 electron, Kela 1 electron. Odd number of electrons are there, but odd number electrons of the central atom, it has stable. It is also stable, but odd number of the electrons. Similarly, here also nitrogen, NO2, nitrogen dioxide, NO2 is odd number of the electron, it is a stable. Okay ma? So, some odd number of the electron molecule is also considered as a stable molecule, but they are not follow the any octet rule. So, it is considered as exceptional cases of the octet rules. Now see here, odd electrons molecules are sometimes called radicals. What are the odd electron molecule? They are considered as a radicals. So many radicals are highly reactive. The reason is that these are a tendency for the unpaired electron to form a covalent bond with an unpaired electron. So most of the odd electron molecules considered as a radicals. Radicals are highly reactive molecule. What is the reason radicals are highly reactive molecule? Because of the radical molecules having unpaired electron. Unpaired electrons are very high reactive. That's why the reason that this is a tendency to unpaired electron to form a covalent bond with an unpaired electron on another molecule. For example, when two nitrogen dioxide molecules, see now here, when two nitrogen dioxide molecules collides, they are formed dinitrogen tetroxide. So two nitrogen molecule NO2 connected together like to form the dinitrogen tetroxide, but now here it is not a stable. Each and every NO2 molecule is not follow the octet rule. If the two NO2 molecule are connected together, then to form one molecule, that is should be follow the octet rule. So that's why dinitrogen tetroxide is stable with octet rule. So but now see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here nitrogen stable, but now here not stable. That's why my dear student, two nitrogen dioxide molecule connected together to form dinitrogen tetroxide. The dinitrogen tetroxide molecule stable with the octet rule of the central metal atom. Okay ma? These are the limitations of octet rule. Other drawbacks also there octet rule. It is a clear that octet rule is based upon the chemical inertness of the noble gases. However, some noble gases also combined with oxygen and fluorine to form a number of the compounds like xenon difluoride, krypton difluoride, like that. So in case of xenon compound, that xenon compound is also having didn't show the octet rule. So these are all the limitations of the octet rule, and in my next session I hope every student easily to understood this 3 part. So again limitations of octet rule and 4 mark question. So in limitations of octet rule 3 exceptional cases are there. Every student is compulsory to write the 3 exceptional cases: incompleted octet of the central atom, expanded octet rule, and odd number of the electrons molecules. Okay ma? In my next session we are going to discuss lattice energy and Fazan rule. This is also very important. Okay Nana? Good.